Okie dokie, so here we've got the chippies that I've burnt. Here's my grinder. I've been talking about this. I've got my bowl there, a 100 mesh and a bucket. Okay, I'll take the lid off. You can see it's got some pretty fancy looking jaws in here. Look at this, these are as long as my finger. Anyway, we'll put some ICs in and see how we go. Just load them on in with a spoon. You can see some of it's already pretty ashy. But, sort of having trouble keeping the camera going here properly, but it should be right. I'll just load this up with chips. I may as well load it right up. Doesn't seem to make much difference if you half fill it or 3/4 fill it. It still does just as good a job. These are all dip ICs that I've dissolved the legs off with AP or copper chloride. And then I burnt them with my torch. You've seen that before, burning. There's probably some junk in here as well as the ICs. You can see a few bits of legs and stuff still, but nothing on the chips themselves. It's all just extra stuff. Probably from inside the chips, some of them have sort of crunched up a little bit as we've gone along. Still going here, loading them in by the spoonful. That'll probably do for the first run. Okay, put the lid on. You've got to make sure this lid goes on nice and tight, otherwise you get dust going everywhere. I'll just tighten these levers like that. Okay, here we go. It's going to be a bit noisy, but won't take too long. When the loud noise has stopped, that's how you know when the chips are done. There's dust left behind. Well, maybe needs a little bit more. I'll give it another go. What was that, about 30 seconds or something? Give it another go. Oh, that didn't sound too good. I think we've blown our motor up. Hey, good stuff. Anyway, I'll just let that sit for a little while, and I'll be back. Alright, back again. Now let's open it up, see what sort of damage we've done, eh? Just to release the clamps. Stand back a bit because there's a fair bit of dust coming out. Bit of tap to knock anything down off the lid. Oh, still a fair bit of dust in there, as you can see. Good thing I've got my mask on. Oh yeah, we've still got a bit stuck in the lid as well. But look at that, it's dust. Okay, put the lid aside. Put my little catching bowl down here. And we'll just pour it out into the bowl. So, anything that didn't get ground up enough in this first run, I'll do in the next run, or save it up for a whole nother batch at the end of it. Alright, I'll be back in a minute when I'm doing the sifting. Alright, so we're back again. And we're going to do a bit of sifting, as you can see here. Hopefully we don't muck this up too, because that'd be a disaster. I'll just probably put about, I don't know, a bit less than a quarter of the dust in there. Just give it a wiggle, like this. You can see it goes down. It's going into the bottom there. When it gets coated on the top here like this, the mesh is all clogged up, so you need to put a bit of larger sized particles in there. I'll shake it around a bit and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've got that lot sifted down, and you can see there the leftover legs. A lot of gold in there, bits of gold. This is from the inside of the ICs. You can see there, there's a lot of gold on the legs. It's probably a bit hard to tell the colour in the light, but there sure is a lot of gold. So anyway, that's sifted down the first lot. We'll keep going until we've finished off. So here I'm just finishing off the last bit. You can see you've got the big crumbs are still in there. We just shake it like this. It's a bit hard to do with one hand, but as the big bits move around, they push the dust out through the bottom. I'll finish that off in a minute. And you can see in the bottom of the bucket we've got a lot of black stuff. I'll just pop that over there for a minute. So you could see in the bottom of the bucket, that's all our fine powder that's gone through the 100 mesh. That'll have a lot of gold bond wires in it, as well as all the gold that's still on the legs in here. You can see all the gold there. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll come back later. Cheers.